Okay, I just wanted to go over a few more basics on creating conceptual masses. So I'm going to add a couple levels. And again, that scale is considerably different than what we're used to. So this is already like a 300 foot, 400 foot building or area to work within. So when you are drawing, once you click on any of the drawing tools, it's going to prompt you to say, or it's going to tell you immediately it starts on level 1. So if I'm making a circle, click and drag out. I've made a 48 foot radius circle. Rather than the first way I showed you is that you can do it from lofting. So if you're going from one to the other, you don't have to do that. So if I click on the circle and create form, it's going to ask me if I want to make a sphere or a cylinder. I want to make a cylinder, and I'm going to I could drag this up as far as I want to. So I'm going to just take it up to the next level. You can see how it's highlighted in purple. To modify this, if I wanted to just select one edge and take that up, it's still taking up the whole surface. Okay, so if I click and drag, see how I have a crossing window from, if I go click and drag from left to right, I'm picking that whole form. Up top here, now that I've selected the entire form, I have some form in the form element toolbar. You see that I have some options here. If I wanted to add an edge, what happens is, notice when I drag around that I'm getting another line here. So if I want to create another edge, say here and here, so that's given me new edges within there. If again, I'll click on modify and drag to select this form. I also have the option of adding a profile. So if I click on add profile, as I drag down, you can see that it's going to give me another profile edge in between the top and the bottom. So if I'm going to add one more here, now I'm sort of slicing this up into more areas that I could manipulate. Again, if I select and drag on the object, I can click on X-ray. And what happens here, if I click away from X-ray, it's still in X-ray mode. Now I can select, say, one, and you have to, sometimes it's a little tricky selecting what you want. Sometimes it selects the level versus, say, I wanted this point. So if I take this one point and drag up, now I'm adjusting just that one point and everything's sort of bent around. Alright? If I right click, and you can see that X-ray is on. If I want to take it away from X-ray and I want to see it as a so-called solid form, if I click on X-ray again, now I have a new form here. Okay? You can select one edge. So if I wanted to drag out that one edge, and again, it depends on the point of view. Sometimes it thinks that it can't do it because of the way that you're looking at it, so sometimes you need to come down at a more direct line of sight, and you can see that you're able to change it. Okay, I made another form real quick, and I also wanted to show you that you could, so far we've only drawn on those level planes, so you could also, if you wanted to say make a, there's that one building that has the X's, sort of the X's on the sides, so you can draw on a face. So when you go to draw, so if I go to use my line tool, and it asks, well, one, it goes automatically back to where I last drew some lines. So I want to rather than going on level 5, I'm going to take my pull down menu and select pick. If I pick on this side, now I'm drawing only on this plane. I cannot draw on a curved plane. So on this first form that I made, there's no way that I can draw on this curved surface here. But I can, since this is just a flat surface, I can draw on this. So let's say I wanted to just draw something like a triangle. Okay, and now I can switch to modify. And again, you can create a solid form or a void form. If I click on the words create form, and this time I'm going to create a void form. And this starts to drag in. It gives me my distance on how far I'm going in. You can pull it in and out. Obviously you can't pull out this way. There will be an error because you're not taking away from anything. If I drag this back and then click away, you'll see that I created this void form within here.